Good afternoon, everybody. It's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Shall we get straight into it and say happy Sunday, scrappy Sunday, and the scrap boxes are here and at the ready. So let's start making some ephemera, shall we? I think that's what we'll do today. Now I do want to do a little bit of collaging towards the end, but I think to start with I'll use some of these pieces up and try and make some pieces of ephemera out of some of the bigger pieces. What have we got here? Let's start with this because it's already there and folded and it's been cut off something. There's a white edge on there. Well, it's folded there, so let's close it up there and make a, well, I suppose it'd be like an envelope, won't it? Like, well, I guess like a tea bag, maybe a tea bag pocket. Well, it's got a big flap on the front. It's not quite square, I don't think. It's not far off, but let's this sometimes disguises a not very square. That's it. So I've got cornered flap. Oh, I'm straight into it today. Yeah, it's white inside. Let me just grab something to make sure that's open. I've glued the edges. Oh, it's perfect for a few tickets actually, isn't it? Not quite glued there on the top there. I suppose I could have put a divot in it, but it has got quite a big flap. Yeah, shall we just decorate it up and put, where did that ticket come from? Just one sat there all on its own. I was going to say we'll put a couple of bits in it. What do I want on the front here? This is pretty. This is embossed. Piece of embossed. Would we like some in there? Let's try a piece down there. Oops. Too big. Definitely too big. Just for a piece of interest, I am going to ink it. So I hope you're all well. I have been out early this morning to the car boot. It is only sort of early afternoon here while I'm filming. How long this will take to upload and get to, I don't know, but I'm filming it early afternoon. I didn't buy very much. Just thinking a butterfly might be nice on there. What else do we want? A bit of writing maybe. What have we got? Yeah, I only bought one thing. Did I say that? No, I didn't. I bought a few things. I only bought one thing for crafting with, which I'll show you a bit later on. Oh, you only need a tiny bit. You definitely had way too much there. I kind of want it to show but be hidden, if you like. I'm going to leave the white on that because it's a contrast. Yeah, I bought other things. I bought, but not a lot. I bought some forks because I don't know, most people's teaspoons disappear. I seem to lose forks, strangely enough. And yeah, new modern day forks are a bit rubbishy, aren't they? They're either not weighted right for me, I'm a bit particular, or they're too heavy, or they're too light, or you know, too square at the end. So I found some vintage ones that were new, boxed up. I paid a vintage price for them, but it's worth it. Stainless steel. So yeah, I think it was a box of 6. Looks like someone got them for a wedding present many years ago or some such thing, and I've just kept them. So I got some new forks. That's interesting, isn't it? What else did I get? A book that I'm going to show you. Oh, I got another wooden drawer, like the ones that are on my desk here that I keep things in. I think that's about it. Got some vegetables because it's a market as well as a car boot. Can't think of anything else. I've just had a sandwich and a coffee, so my brain's in shutdown mode. So shall we have a butterfly, do you think? So I'm going to try and decorate. Ooh, too much. Decorate as I make these so that they're ready to go straight into, I think it could take quite a big one, that, couldn't it? Straight into stash rather than, now how big could we go? Not that big, I don't think, could we? No, so just a little bit too much. I like this blue one, but obviously it's completely the wrong colour. It wouldn't be if I hadn't had the green there, but I've got the green there, so it is Well, there's a massive green one. Just bear with me, I'm sure there's something here. Can you see in the box? I keep picking that green one up that's got the red underneath. No green butterflies, that's what's strange, isn't it? I wanted blue ones, now I've got blue ones. I want green ones. There's no pleasing some people. Never satisfied. Well, that has been said about me as a child growing up. Never satisfied. I found a green one. It's one that I've cut out of a butterfly book as well. It's kind of one of those. Do I like it? I don't think I do, you see. I got what I wanted and then that's not what I wanted. I'm beginning to wonder if it's a butterfly that I even want. Shall we try a bird? Let's try a bird. It takes me a little while to warm up, as you know, once I start this off the cuff making. So here's my little birdies. Oh, he's nice. Now his colour probably won't go at all, but no. But you are pretty. You're a pretty boy. You will find your way onto something. There's a nice smallish one. Oh, it's a bit shiny. It's like well, it's a bird of prey. I don't know if it's a kestrel or an eagle or something like that. Yeah, it's very shiny. Oh, yeah, I like it with the crown. Does it want to go on something? No, I think I'll put it right on the edge there. I'm just wondering about some string or something around it to keep it closed. The pocket. Because it keeps flapping open, doesn't it? Shall I put that? Might as well put that little ticket in there. Are there any other tickets sitting around here? Yes. Oh, there's a nice pink flowered one there, look. Oops, you go back where you came from. There we go. Let's have a bit of... I've got my bag here with thread. Would you call it thread? That's quite nice. It's like a pearly sort of... I think it's probably a crochet weight rather than... But this is only thin. I don't know how big I want it, but let's stick it on the back with some washi, shall we? So you're about middle. Washi. Everything in arm's reach today so far. Okay, let go of me a minute. That one with the flowers on. It'll probably be stuck down on a page, so it won't. You won't see the back. But if I do it with some pretty washi, because the back is upside down anyway. Look, with the folded paper. Oh, you're just fighting me back. Come on. I don't even know if I'm in the middle with you now, but we'll go with it. It's a bit lively, that crochet string. So I need to leave it long enough to be able to fasten to be able to tie in a bow, even if it's fastened down in a book. So you know the trouble I have with my big fingers tying bows, especially on camera while you're all watching me. But yeah, I struggle when you're not watching me as well, because my fingers are so big. I think that's what it is. Oops, I'll just make the bows enormous, look. Pull them down a bit and then that's it. I obviously didn't get it in the middle. Right, don't know how easy that'll be to tie in a bow now. I'm just thinking I'd like a number or something up there. A bit of something. A tiny one, a teeny tiny one. Let's see what we've got in the bottom. Oops. That's a teeny tiny one. If I tear it out, it's a little book page that's... I've obviously kept the number off when I've cut it up. Put that in the bin, Denise. So yeah, it's been quite a nice... I'm going to leave it... Oh, look, it's got a number on the back, so 239. So yeah, they're definitely page numbers. Do I like 239 better than 240? I think we do. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the weather's yeah, it was a little bit overcast and cool when we set off. Not cold, just cool. But yeah, it's coming out nice and warm and sunny now. Okay, that's something we've made with one piece that was just sitting here. Let's get rid of that. Do you want to go in there or do you not? No, because that's not where you live. That's where you live. The one above smaller. Okay, let me take the little bits out and see what we've got under here. There's some little bits under here as well. Just wondering if there was some quick makes, but I'm not sure there is. No. These want to be in this little one really, don't they? Oh, where did that come from? I think I got some ribbon or something in that. Oh, I'll have to think about that another time. Oh, you see, I just don't know what I want to play with today. Do I? Oh, bit of tea bag and thread. No, nothing there that's grabbing me. Let me dig a bit deeper. That. Anything else? Greaseproof paper. Page. Right, let's have a look what we've got here. This is a nice piece of card. We can probably make a nice tag out of that, can't we? Put all these bits in otherwise. So yeah, that'll probably make a tag. I've got this. I think I might back that and make a journal card. It's a piece of Tim Holtz. Just some card I'll leave out for now. That would be nice on that tag, back in the tag. Right, don't leave the card out, put it away. This all looks like backing kind of papers. Okay, let's do those two first then. Oh, what did I do with the paper? Where did you go? It's there. Gosh. So we'll back this one first and then see what size tag it becomes. I think that's right honourable. Or I could put, yeah, we'll use that as the background and this is the right honourable bit. Let's take that off. Oh, look at that lovely, there, that lovely bit. Oh, we're going to go about there. I think I'll do it with the chopper and then I'll get the guillotine. I'll get a nice straight cut, hopefully. Now, I have got a new guillotine coming. My hubby's treating me. What's it about there? This is the new Tim Holtz deckled edge one. Just because I often want a deckled edge. And when I just want to cut a very fine, yeah, that's nice on there. Let's get a glue book going. I thought I'd had it out somewhere. Maybe not. Not that I've had it out today. I haven't been crafting today. It's just that I haven't tidied up. Oh, there it is. Oh no, it's not. That's not it. That's my book page book. Well, I don't know where it's gone. See if I've got anything in my rubbish box. My rubbish bin I can use. Oh, you look like you've already been glued on, you have. Right, bear with me. I think, yeah, I've got something under here. Phew, here I go. Right, what was I saying to you? Oh yeah, the decal edge trimmer that's coming, the Tim Holtz one. Well, it's taken a week to get here, so it's obviously not coming from the UK, but I've wanted it for a while. But yeah, when I want to, you know, cut a decal edge and use the tear ruler, if I just want like a couple of millimetres off the edge of something, I struggle with a tear ruler. You know, to get it, and I rip into whatever I'm trying to cut, or it goes like this, where I get a lot of white edge. Right, which side of this did? Oh, we wanted that side. Yeah, so it will be perfect. Have I got that covered? Oh, just, but it is just. It will be perfect for that. So I was saying, I'm often telling him things I want. He's used to the great long list, but he said, oh, get it. Order it. I said, no. He said, yes, get it. He said. So I didn't make him say it 3 times. So it's on its way. Lovely. So yeah, I'm putting quite a bit of the deep pinks and purples in the journals at the moment, so this, I think that's why this piece is cut. I think it's cut off something that's gone in a journal. So this may well end up in that journal. It's the 5 signature one. I think what I need to do is let it dry a bit, but I'll just make sure I haven't got any pockets in it. Oh, I just don't know which side to have as the front side now. I'm not awful sure how straight that is. Let's just see. Let's just test it. It looks like it's bowed out a bit to me. I don't think it was bad, but at least now I know it's not. If it was minute. So yeah, shall I just let that dry a minute and back this? I mean, there is a cause to say it doesn't need backing, but I think we should, because it's, you know, just to make it that bit thicker as well. So what have we got here? Have we got enough up top? Yeah. Just as this, can you see in the paper? Deer or stag, whichever one it is. Stag's just a male deer, isn't it? So it's a deer, I think. Yep, so this corner I can do. Okay, I need that there glue book again. Did you see what I did with it? Put it back in the drawer with the gluey page. Just put that there because it can still be glued on. Yeah, so I'm hoping to get quite a few bits out of this this scrap box today. I haven't been digging in it that much. I did get it down quite well 2 weeks ago. I can't really say that since then I've taken much out of it, so just move that again. So yeah, it's ready for quite a big de-stash. I think I'll leave that with a bit of edge showing, and then I can trim it round square. I'll use this and get all the air out of it so we hopefully don't bubble up when we're dry. Yeah, that'll just make that a little bit thicker. And this is going to perhaps go in that gentleman, or one of the gentleman projects that I've got coming up. Gentleman is the name of the kit that I'll be using. It's a collaboration between Tanya at Tatty Treasure and Nanine at Collage Type. I'll leave those bits. And it is in the shop, both their shops. I think there's 2 versions in each shop, so, and the shops are linked in my description. So yeah, I'll let those dry before we do something with them. Where's the thing that I made? Don't lose that. Put it up there. What else was there? This. Oh yeah. It's been creased several times. I was obviously playing something with it. Again, it would make a nice big, it's upside down though, I suppose that way. Another one of those nice big, but it would need the inside covering. What's the word I'm trying to say? Matchbook. Is it a matchbook pocket? I could make it into let's make it into a flip pad. That's a good idea, because, right, what size do I want it to be? Quite a bit smaller than that. Let's go 10. Because that would then use up some 10. Did I say 10 yet? Oh, that's not done it any good. And that needs to be square now. What will it use up? It'll use up some of the scraps. So make that a little bit smaller. That will come down for some journaling on there. And then we'll put like a scrappy pad in it. Put that down. Across here. But we need something inside it first. We need to cover it. So what have we got? Should we do some book page? Let's do some book page and use some book page up. Because I've got bits of it in here, look. A little bit. Is it all the same one? That's slightly different. It's a bit thick actually, I don't want that one. They're nice and thin. Got some... Is that it for book page in here? Oh, I am doing well. Will it cover over because it's quite bright behind? Yeah, I think so. Oh, what are we doing? Right, can I have a bit of room here? Thank you. So, yeah, I don't know whether to... Yeah, I think what I'll do is in here, and then this flap, and then that flap, and then I'm not going over the creases, as it were. I like that Merchant of Venice bit, and I'm going to leave some of the backing showing around the edge because I don't dislike it. I just don't want to use the cards, so that will very nearly cover that. You know, these journal cards or whatever they are, embellishments, aren't they? Yeah, I'll just take that off because I didn't rip it very well and it's catching in the crease. I don't want it to be too neat. You go right up there, are you catching now? Nope. Okay. Back with this great big thing. Yeah, normally there's room for this on my desk, but with this great big scrap box here, I'm struggling a little bit. I did square my desk up a tiny bit, a little bit the other day, but yeah, it needs a serious tidy up. Again, when doesn't it? It needs it every Sunday. But I've not spent a lot of time in here this week, as you probably know. Move that out my way. So yeah, I've just kind of filmed and run this week, leaving most things. You know, I put the basics away, I put my scissors away and my glues away, and because they're like within hand's reach. So just use this ruler to try and straighten it off a little bit there. Should have a line to follow, yeah. That's it. Again, that wasn't too unstraight. Shove this bit up here, yeah. So, about where that line is. So these are all bits I'm using up out of my scrap box. These are the sort of things that they're in the scrap box for, but often when I'm doing a project, instead of pulling from here, I'm using, you know, digitals and such like. Oops, I think that's about right. So you see what I mean? You can see the pink, that there's pink writing and things behind it. That doesn't particularly bother me. I wasn't going for complete coverage. I mean, this could be decorated as well, couldn't it? I could put washi stickers and things on it. Make the inside, the flap bit. No need on the back piece because I'm going to put some, you know, a scrappy pad. Just wondering how to fix it. Maybe some holes punched in and the pad threaded on so that it can be changed. That might be a good idea. I mean, it's pretty on the front anyway, look. Yeah. I'm going to round the corners, but it's best if I do these inside bits first. Right, shall we just have some plain so we can write on that if we want to? Not you. Some pink. Yeah, some of that would be nice, won't it? Bit of pink on pink. Yep. I think it'd be easier if I turn it round and do it that way. I'm fighting myself a bit here. So we're having lamb for Sunday lunch today, or we're not having it at lunch. We call it Sunday dinner here whenever we have it on a Sunday. Cooked Sunday meal is Sunday dinner. Yeah, it will be tea time. We had a nice bacon sandwich this morning before we went to the car boot, so we're neither of us hungry. Where's my... there. just yet, so yeah. And it's a mashed potato kind of day, so it's proper Sunday lunch today. We're lamb, mashed potato. We're having Yorkshire puddings, which you'll find us Brits have with lots of things. It's supposed to be roast beef accompaniment, wasn't it originally? But yeah, we have it with all sorts of things. So yeah, we're having Yorkshires. And I don't know, maybe some cauliflower. I'm making you hungry, sorry. I've been watching a few people on YouTube to fall asleep to, cooking with their air fryers, because as you know we got one not so long ago, and although we use it quite a bit, I'm looking for some, you know, inspiration and recipes. I've got quite a few, well, in my head at the moment, whether they'll stay there, but that's the beauty of YouTube, isn't it? You can pop back and look. Okay, we'll put you back in there for now. So because I haven't gone over those folds with the papers, it should sit down fine. I mean, I could make that a lot smaller, but I think if we have this as a pull down and then a small, let's start creating one pad in there. What have we got? That's a nice piece. No, you just want plain, I think. So, oh, that's a nice plain piece. So I think we're going to have a proper Sunday afternoon. If I get this size piece done, then I can use it. Can't I? For all the others, that's it. Proper Sunday afternoon. If we can find a film or something interesting to watch on the TV, I think that's what we're going to do, because we're both tired. I think I told you that Neil came home with a cold. And I think I've got it. I'm not sneezy and coughy and what have you, but I feel, do you know how you feel yuck when you've got a cold? I feel yuck and I feel tired, and yeah, my head just feels a bit fuzzy. Oh, shall we have that lovely owl? Can you see him? Have him on the front page. Oh yes. Will you fit? I do need trimming at the top. We'll trim you at the top. So yeah, and sleepy, which I know your body does when you've got a bug, doesn't it? It wants to sleep to get itself better. So it's just a white bit on the bottom there. Well, cream. Let's just fill it in rather than cut it off. So yeah, I think it might be a nana nap in front of the TV this afternoon. So yeah, as soon as I woke up this morning and yesterday morning, I wake up and it's like, oh, I'm still tired and I'm sleeping. It's not that I'm not sleeping, so it's not that. So yeah, we'll just that's rather lovely, isn't it? Yeah, we're gonna have a lazy. I mean, Neil was thinking about going fishing, and he said I'm quite tired anyway. So I think, because you know, if it was a choice, normally it would be yes, he'd be off fishing rather than sitting and watching TV. So yeah, I think we've got a touch of the same, whatever it is. I suppose once you get to your 60s, I'm not quite there yet, but Neil's hit his 60s. He'll be thrilled that I keep mentioning it. That one's too big. Yeah, I suppose your body takes a little bit longer to throw things off like this. And for Neil, because I know when I was working, I'm not working now, but when I was working, you know, you just keep going when you're working, don't you? And then you're ill, or you feel ill when you finally get to give up and rest. Yeah, they're all slightly different sizes, but I want that owl on the front, so I want one more plain one in between the owl and that. So that's an Edith Holden print page, right? Right, you don't have to be, we don't want the same though. I was going to say it doesn't have to be the full size. Let's see what presents itself. Let's have a piece of that. I'm just going to guess. Just take this bottom bit off. So this is what I'm talking about when I'm tearing with the tear ruler. You know, I often struggle to get a bit that small or even smaller. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so I want to just put a couple of holes in it, make sure it's fitting. Yeah, a couple of holes. And Oh, do I want the holes through that as well? I guess I do. I need them in the same place really, don't I? Come on. One-handed. Yep, that's going to be fine. That won't make a hole. You noodle. So I'll just go in as far as it'll go, and then I'll be able to use the same on the other side. I should have clipped it, shouldn't I? Let's do that. Just in case I drop it, because you know what butterfingers I've got. And I've got a line there to follow, so that's good. I think that's it. Yeah, and I could put hole reinforcers and all sorts of things on it. I've moved it, look. I was going to say, should I put some on the back? Let's just stick some on the back. Oh, the tub is above you. I shall just roll myself back and stand up rather than reach and stretch my back. I'm learning slowly. Oh dear. Oh dear. I've got my blanket under me wheels. Oh dear. Just a couple of these little ones. Actually, I'm quite warm. I suppose that's... Whew, that's a little bit of a bug. I don't want to say I've got a bug because I'm not... No, I'm not really poorly. But yeah, I'm warm. Love that one. It's glittery. But it's octagonal. Let's have that one. Whew. May not even be seen. There we go. And I know Tanny said to me that yesterday she was tired and slept most of the day. I think she said, oh, let's have Spotty. Yeah. And as you know, we're often under the weather together. I don't know if it's just that we're quite often ill now. Tanya's got a condition, so... you know, that means she's under the weather quite often, I think. But yeah, we seem to be well together and poorly together. So, you know, if she's poorly, maybe I've come out in sympathy. What shall we have in it? I'm just looking in here. So we're pink, aren't we? That's quite nice. Floss. I'm thinking if I use a lot of it, it can be used for something else as well. Should somebody get this in a piece of... You can either use it to put another pad in, or I can take this out and use the floss. And perhaps not quite that long. And put some of their own string in it. Because I know it's nice to get things that... Where's the top of that? You know, other people have and you don't. Things like embroidery floss and things like that. Doesn't matter how many you have. Well, if you're like me, I see somebody using a colour or something and I'm like, oh, I would have liked some of that one. So this should hold it fine. So it can just be extra journaling. It can be a notepad. Here I am with the bows again. Considering I can't tie them very well, I use them a lot, don't I? Yeah, shall I do a double bow on it? No, I won't. Double knot, I was going to. Take a tiny bit more off so it sits inside. Just get rid of these. And we'll make it pretty because, like I say, I'm prettifying everything I make, or embellishing everything I make, so that it's not going away with something needing done. Yeah, so you can journal on there, you can journal on there. Oops, yeah, you do fit up there. I was thinking about rounding those, but I don't think I will. Oh, did you go too high up there? No, it's okay. I think it wants something round there as well. Or shall I put a card? But I could put something there, couldn't I? Shall we put a brad in a circle? Let's do that. Just grab the brads. Can't remember which drawer they're in. I've got some here. I've got some pretty ones, haven't I? Shall I use some pretty ones? They're just a bit big. These. I'm just looking because Tanya sent me some, didn't she? Some brads. Let's have a look. Ooh, love that one. No. Oh, that one's slid off, look. I'll have to have a look at that one. Should we go with that one then? Yeah. Let's go with that one. Your legs have got a bit skew with as well. Never mind, we'll sort you out. So let me just put a central mark, because I'm not very good at guessing the centre, as you know, and it's such a big brad it might show up. Now then, I have a feeling my brad all's out on the desk somewhere. Let me just look in my box, but I have a feeling I've left it out somewhere, which I don't usually do. I'm sure I saw it the other day. Oh no, it's back in there. I must have seen it and put it away. See, I'm well behaved sometimes. Right, what am I going to wrap around this? Is this where I want the brad? Or do I want the brad in that one? Think about what you're doing, Denise. If you have a pretty brad on there. I don't know, my brain won't do it. So let's just put this brad through and then decide. I might put a little circle behind there for a bit of strength. Thin one. Got a nice green dotty one, that's very thin. No, it's not cut out properly. Got some tiny ones in here. Oh, just too pretty. Let's have that one. Let's get some of these tiny, tiny circles used for something, I think. In you go. Oh. Yeah, just glue it down. The glue's open, so I won't know if it's middle or... Oops. Right, mind your finger, Denise. That's it. Okay, we've got legs going in opposite directions. Go on through, and then I'll stick you down again. Go on through you go. It's fighting back today. There we go. Right. Once you get it open a little bit, you can get the ball of your, if you've got one like this, or a pen will do it sometimes. You can squash it nice and flat. Probably should have put the circle over the top of it. Let's do both. Because they're not very pretty, are they? Oh, let's put a bigger one on it. Now, I did have that. Ooh. No. It's just a bit of book print. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, what am I going to fasten it round at the bottom? And I'm going to use some good strong glue on it because it's got those big metal legs going on. There we go. It says wild strawberry and small leaved something. Bramble rose. Oh, it's pretty. You go over there. You are just catching across there. I might just have to trim you a little bit. I want something round here, doesn't it? To do that figure of 8 round. Do I want a smaller brad? I think I do. Goodness me. It's turned into a monster make, hasn't it? Oh, is that my hair in the camera then? Something touched my hair. Come on, let's just see if I've got anything that's floating my boat that goes with that. Should have picked 2 to match. No. No. I've got like what I did just have, the plain ones and the screws, but oh, that won't go on there. See what it's trying to do. Crazy woman. I've done with them. There they are. That was a matching one, wasn't it? But they're a bit big on there. And that one slid off there. So let's just put a teeny tiny... No, that isn't them. There they are. Although, no, they're not silver enough. I've got some tiny silver ones. Oh dear. Come on, in you go. I've got more things to make yet. Thank you. There's definitely not enough come out of the scrap box yet. See, if I'd have done it the other way, I could have put a loop with some string in there, couldn't I? So what do I think to that and that? That's not really going to hold any string in, is it? Oh, I know. I don't know why my brain wasn't in gear. I bet you've all been shouting at me. Put the string round it and wrap it round the whole thing. That's probably where I was going initially. But it disappeared from my brain. So, string round here and then wrap it round. You crazy girl. Be kind to yourselves. Nice with this green. Look. The green is pretty. Yes, it is. So, yeah, I'm using up some of my... What are these called again? I said it a minute ago, didn't I? Floss, that's it, a floss. Stash, I'm using up some of my floss stash. Because I've got quite a bit. Right, did I want a long one so that it would tie in a bow? Too late now. As I thought it, I tied it so I couldn't. So, around there. That's what I was thinking. Well, perhaps not quite round there. I have to go to the side. Unless we just go around once. Let me trim that off. And onto you go. Onto you go. That's it. Oh, I pulled my bow. It should be on the comedy channel, this, not the crafting channel. Oh, fingers and thumbs. Right, leave that bow alone. Don't be hanging out and then I won't be pulling you. That's it. That's it. In you go. So over there, just once and then round a couple of times. And then a nice long... I'm going to leave a long one and I'm going to put a knot in it. So I'll put a bead through it. I've got some beads here. Let's have a look if I've got one big enough to go through. For that to go through. Because I've got silver on there. I don't really want a gold. I've got a nice gold dangle, but it's silver, isn't it? And I don't think it'll go through one of those. No, I'll tie it in a knot. Let's undo it so I can get to it. Did I go that way or that way? I don't know which way I went now. That way. Just a knot at the end to stop the floss unthreading and separating like that. Just one of those. The loopy, that's it. And then round twice, that's it. And let it hang down. Gosh! Right, so you're supposed to be making it pretty. Let's get rid of some of these strings and things. And we've already prettified it with a piece of that, haven't we? Just putting some glue lids on. So, it doesn't want much. Think a label, don't you? Definitely think a label. Where are they? In your top drawers, Denise. And these fancy ones are pretty. Yep, that'll do me nicely. Right, that's only 2 pieces I've done, and I've backed a tag and a journal card. That's not very much. Have I been on? Yes, 3/4 of an hour. Okay, let's see. There's something else I can make quickly in here. I did want to do some, what do you call it in? Collaging. What have we got in here? Some more pieces of card. I like that one. Another pretty one. They're all plain. Ooh. No. Let's do something with this then. So much as I love that. Oops. Where's me? Oh dear, what's that? I love that side. It might be just a little bit too fuzzy. We're not straight there, so let's get straight before we start. Oh, put the rubbish in my drawer, and I was about to put that in my rubbish. I mean, it would make a lovely frame for something, wouldn't it? Have I got a picture? I did. I used to have all the ladies' pictures. I think they've gone. Moved them. That was fatal, wasn't it? Are they in this drawer here? Let's put the birds back. And the beads. There's a coffee cup there that's been there since yesterday, I have to admit to. Okay, here we go. Anything in here? She's a bit small, isn't she? Ooh, it's a bit blurry. A bit big. Christmas greetings, 1937. That's not anybody I know. Now, doesn't that make quite a nice frame? I'm thinking. I think it does. Let's. Why is the lid off that glue again? Let's just bring the edge down a bit because it's you know, it's an old. I don't think it's a cabinet card. It's postcard. Yeah. It's what they used to send, isn't it, before Christmas? Cards, or as Christmas cards. Photographs on, printed onto, you know, postcards like that. I like the fact that it's portrait though. Yeah, just jazzies it. I quite like that on there actually. And that is quite Christmassy, so it might go nice in the Christmas, because I am definitely doing Christmas journals this year. Yeah, I'm going to put this on with this. So let's put the lid on that one. So yeah, this will be nice in the Christmas journal. It's an original piece of ephemera, and I can either leave that back as it is because it is very Christmassy, or if I want it to be a journal card, I could put you know, backing paper on it. There's a lot of glue in places there, but it all spread as I squeeze it. Oh, thank goodness for a quick make. Oh, nice and square. Now what it could probably do with is like some holly or something in one corner and what have you, but yeah, all my Christmas stuff is away at the moment. Not for too much longer, but at the moment it is. Okay, we'll call that a done. Right, let's do something with these two, otherwise they're not going to be done, are they? And time is nearly out. I need to trim this one. Let's get the bottom square and then go from there. Like I say, this will be nice in my gentleman's. I'm going to cut it right into his arm because it's quite wide. That's it. Yep. My gentleman's project that's coming up. Might even make a nice topper for a journal, but I don't think I'll be using it for a topper this time. Might be nice with rounded corners, but again I'll leave them for now. I want something down here. Where am I? Good question. let's face it, I've got far too much stuff. It's organised into boxes, but I can't remember what's in any of the boxes. I want a label maker for Christmas, definitely, so I can label all the boxes, because I don't know where I've put them. I've got a few Tim Holtz labelly things and I've lost them. Oh, is there some here? No. What did I do with them? Don't think they're in here. Pretty sure they're in a box all on their own. Might be something in here though. Let's have a look. And Tanya sent me some bits as well that I haven't put into here yet, so yeah, I need to get in and get organised, don't I? Oh, there's those lovely gold, these made it into here, so why didn't everything else? Right, got some teeny tiny Tim Holtz bits here, but I quite like the thought of this now I've seen them. So these are stickers. I'm sorry if they're blinding you, they probably are, that Tanya sent me. Thinking one of these long ones. The thing is, the stickers, so once they're off, yeah, I'm going to use it. Where's my cloth gum? It's a bit of bling, kind of, isn't it, in the corner of the and I'm thinking about well, I was going to say a number, but I've got these little tiny clocks. Can you see these little tiny clocks in here? These might be nice. How small do you go? Real small. Okay. Do I like that one, or do we want a taller one going that way? Yeah, I think I prefer something that way. Is that the right way up? It is. It says London. It's a nice purpley one here. That's not, don't think it's quite as big. So these little Tim Holtz tickets are what I've cut from a spare page of Tim Holtz. Oh, did I like that? No, that. Quite liked that green one. I'm going to go with the green one after all that. Okay. Decorating's the fun bit, and it's the bit I haven't got left any time for, unfortunately. I don't know what I've spent my time doing today, but it's flown. The time has flown. You know that old saying about having fun? Tempus fugit and all that. You Latin speakers out there. Or Trivial Pursuit players. Yeah, okay. And finally, what we're going to put on here. Which side are we going to use is the question. That could be trimmed, but it's got a rather lovely... yeah, I'm using pink on purpose. I didn't pick that up accidentally. It's got a lovely serrated edge, so I'm going to leave it on. Yeah, I think I'll leave that for the writing, and we'll put something on here. I'm thinking one of my flowers. This is the sort of thing you can get something nice and big on. I mean, there's a lot of white behind that, but it's kind of echoed, isn't it, in that, you know, the white here, so I might get away with it. Take a little bit out. It's just they end up hanging like that one is. Take a little bit out of the middle here, and hopefully that'll be enough. I haven't got time to sit and cut it all out. Maybe a light dusting of the ink. What is it? Dodger, puffer, what is it called? Dobber, there we go. Oh, I do make them up as I go along. My mind grasping at sounds and letters, trying to get a word. Come out. You see, this is it when you start. There's like, right, that next one should come out, and that next one should come out. And I don't want to cut them all out. Which one are we going for? Now I'm going to leave them and just go over, like I said, with the dauber ever so lightly. Let me put this down before I do anything else, because I know it needs more, but yeah, it will probably have something down there, a word or a label or something, but it can go over this. So I can get this down. Oops. Ticket maybe. And then perhaps a butterfly in the top. It's time I got my my mushrooms out. I do love a mushroom. When I finished these two, or three, actually got 3 on the go. Summery journals. Like I say, I'm not doing autumn. I'm not doing Halloween per se. I'm not doing Halloween at all. But I will be doing some, perhaps some autumn or fall, depending on where you are, coloured journals, but not specifically, you know, pumpkins and what have you. That white, even without going over it, look, has just disappeared. I couldn't have put it on anything better. Kind of disappeared into the tag itself. I'm really pleased with that. Really pleased. Whoops. I'm thinking it would be nice with some fabricy things at the top. Let's make it into a tag shape. Fabricy things. Do you know what I mean? I'm talking about tab. Or tie through hole punch. Eyelet. That's it. Oh dear. This pink's lovely on here with this purple and this coffee dye and the green spots. Lovely. It's a lovely colour. Let me know if you've got that pink, I'm calling it pink taffy now, saltwater taffy. It's lovely. Okay, do I want another one of those on there? I'm a bit of a devil for something once I start with it. It's coffee dyed though, isn't it? So they don't live in there, Denise. That's naughty. So let's go with a coffee dyed looking kind of label. It's nice up there. I want something bigger down here, don't I? Something long and thin. I don't even know if it's a label I want. Bless you. Did you hear Neil sneeze then? You probably didn't, but I did. Tickets. Let's have a look at the tickets. Oh dear, there he goes again. Told you, we're ill. Well, I mean, he has got a cold anyway, but not bad. He hasn't got a really bad heavy cold. They're nice, aren't they, those green ones? Let's make a little pussycat. Oh dear, that's 3 in a row. That's not good. Him sneezing. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that is nice. Where did that come from? Whoever sent me that? Love it. Where's that come from? I'd like some more of those. I wonder if it's... I was going to say Tim Holtz, but it's on really nice paper. There's another one there. Oh, heck, that's 4. Sounds like it's in a bad way. That one's a bit smaller, isn't it? Yeah, they're nice. Are they from you, Tanya? Or, I mean... oh, crikey. I don't know if you can hear him now because he really is coughing. That one's just a bit too big, isn't it? I do like that one. I wonder if that little side bit will come off. Looks perforated. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Sinead sent me some bits and Donna sent me some bits and other people. I like them both. I desperately want them on. What about that one behind it? Yeah, that's not so bad, is it? Or in front. Yeah, maybe in front. Okay. Yeah, I love this ticket. Don't know how long I've had it. Not long, I feel, otherwise it would have been used by now. But it's lovely. I mean, look, it's such fancy paper. I'm thinking that somebody's stamped it and cut it out. That's what I think. That's what it looks like. I definitely love it. I'll go right up there with that. I'm sure I must be over my hour now. Oh, dead on an hour. Now, I would like, I wonder if to put that lower down. I would like to put a, let's do it, blow the time. What do you say? Who cares what the time is? It'll upload eventually. 5.5, so we're 2 3/4, are we? About there, a bit lower than that though, Denise, but about there. Yeah, I'm going to put an eyelet in it first, and then I can decide where I want that. Label. Is it a label? It is. I've got some lovely pink eyelets in here. I'll go with light pink, I think, with this one. Mid-pink. Mid-pink. And no, that's not what I thought I had hold of. That's what I thought I'd hold of. Shall we put one of these on the back? Not sure if it will reach. Yes, I think it will reach it. So this is one of the lovely ones that Angie Beaumont sent me, who is Weasel on eBay. She's got them for sale on eBay. And she has an Etsy shop, I think, as well. Which I think is Hoovian or Hooverian Weasel. Where's the top of that? Right, stop sneezing, thank goodness. He gets so that he sneezes so much, he's, you know, he feels sick and he can't breathe. And yeah, that's nice to the side there. Love it. So I better go and administer me wifely care. Make him a hot lemon drink probably, and like I say, we're going to tuck ourselves in front of the TV even though it's not late. Some nice pink. Oh yes, he says nothing nicer than a bit of pink creating. Put it through like that to cheer me up. Done quite a few pink things, haven't I, today? Well, perhaps not quite a few because I haven't done quite a few anything today. It's a shame, but I have to take a little bit of it off. Not much. Oh dear. Just a little. Okay. I didn't get through many of my scraps, but I still had fun. And I still made a few bits that needs tightening up, but I'm loving that. I love the tickets on it. I love the fact that I've got that on. I love this shiny, shiny. Where's all the other mates? I had them a second ago. Just move. Oh, here they are, right next to me. One that was sort of half made, wasn't it? Shall I undo it or not? It's just, I won't, because I'll never get it fastened again in time. It's just like a pocket with a couple of, what did I put in it? Tickets. And then another one. Oh, I'm not going to open that either. Just can't be bothered today. That's terrible, isn't it? With the book in it. You know, either tear pad or journal pad or whatever. Looks a bit distressed and old, that, but it is. I mean, it's from 1937, so it's 80. Is it 80 years old? Thereabouts? Not quite. That's going to be lovely in the Christmas journal. And then this, which might well be shining at you, I don't know. Yeah, so, I mean, when you look at the bits of paper that are there, you know, I got through a little bit, didn't I? The thing is, I've got some beautiful things. And I've had an hour's worth of fun. So I hope you have a lovely afternoon, whatever you're up to, and yeah, I'll hopefully see you again tomorrow. Time we got on with that journal again, the Foxglove Forest. So I'll see you then. Oh well, I didn't show you what I bought at the car boot, did I? And I said I would, so I don't want to drive you mad. I didn't realise it had a sticker on there. Look. So it is Country Driving Edwardian Lady photograph album. The lady was really pleased that I bought it. She bought it for herself, never got round to using it. I didn't tell her that the chances are I will be cutting it up. Oh, look at that, Tanya. That's Tanya's favourite one, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, because I mean it's huge, but how, you know, it was £2. I couldn't leave it there, and she was so pleased when I bought it, bless her. I mean, it would be lovely with, you know, some of the beautiful big photographs in it, so who knows. Like I say, I've still got an album that Tanya sent me with, you know, a Victorian photograph album like this. That is beautiful. Look at that one. So I don't know, I will get to it one of these fine days. It's an absolutely lovely cover though. Okay, I just said I'd tell you, so give me a thumbs up if you like, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.